Welcome all. Today I'm going to discuss about the verification versus validation process in the testing. So first we will come to the verification. In verification, what is actually verification? Verification, actually you can say it is mostly process based. It is mostly process based. Means uh, verification is actually a process where you check the documents, design code, and the program. And what is the objective? The objective is that so that we can check that software has been built according to the requirement or not. So actually you can say verification is a process to check whether your software has been built according to the requirement or not. The main goal of verification, what is the main goal of verification, is to ensure quality of the software application, design, architecture. These are the, you can say, things which is the to verify. These things are very, very important. Verification process involves activities. What type of process you can say involves in this verification? Activities like reviews, walkthroughs, and inspection. Now, if you want to understand what is actual verification, you can use by this sentence, am I building the product right? Am I building the product right is the, you can say, best example of verification. Now, if you come to the validation part, in validation, actually, it is actually a dynamic mechanism. Verification is a process based and validation is a dynamic mechanism of testing. And here actually in validation, we test the software product actually. We test the software product actually to check whether software product actually meets the exact need of the customer or not. So whatever product is developed, the actual product which is developed, that is actually fulfilling the requirement of the customer or not. So in this process actually helps to ensure that the software fulfills the desired use in a appropriate environment. So now if you talk about that, what type of things takes place? So in validation process, activities like unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and user acceptance testing, these type of things involved. Now, if you want to understand from this, you can say particular, you can say from example. So now you will say when I'm saying that, am I building the right product? Am I building the right product? Then you can say it is called validation. So now if we talk about the difference between the verification and validation, so here you can say we have defined differences. Like first difference is that I already told you, verification is process based. So all the process related things like checking documents, design, code, and program, these things comes under verification. And what is validation? Validation is actually dynamic mechanism. We are actually testing the actual product. This is the first difference. Second, in verification, we do not execute or run any code. We do not execute any code. But in the validation, actually it involves executing the code. So that we can check the expectation is fulfilled or not. Now the third is, in the verification, we use the methods of like reviews, walkthroughs, inspections, depth checking. In validation, it used the methods like black box testing, white box testing, and non-functional testing. Now again, fourth, if we talk about the fourth difference, in the verification, software conforms to specification is checked. Means in the verification, we checks whether whatever specification document is given to the, you can say, development team, it is actually confirming that or not. It is actually you can say checked against that. Okay. Now in validation, it checks whether the software meets the requirement and the expectation of the customer. So actually in this validation, we checks the whatever software we have developed according to the specification document, that is actually fulfilling the requirement of or expectation of a customer. Okay. Now again, next point in verification is that it finds bugs early in the development cycle. Means what is the benefit of verification? Means before, you can say, when your development process is starting and it is undergoing, in that stage you can find the bugs. This is the benefit of verification. Now, what is the benefit of validation? Whatever bugs you are not able to find in verification, that you can find it in the validation. Okay. Now, in the, you can say, now in another point in verification is that the target is application. What is the target in verification? The target is the application and the software architecture, specification, complete design, high level, and database design. These are the things of the verification. In these verification, we target these things. And what is the target in case of validation? Actual product. In validation, we target the actual product to check the expectation. Now, in the verification, QA team does verification. QA team, quality assurance team, does the verification and make sure that the software is as per the requirement, which is given in the SRS. SRS means software requirement specification document. So it actually checks whether it is according to the SRS document or not. And what is in validation? In validation, it involves the testing team. In the validation part, actually testing team involves, and validation is executed on the actual software code. Actual software. Now it is simple that last point is very simple, that in verification it comes before validation, and in the validation it comes after the verification. Okay, so now these are the differences. And now if you have liked my content, if you like my videos, you can subscribe to my channel. And for the subscription link, you can see the description. Thank you.